romanticize life a little. I think that that's the magic of it. Before we start, I want to take a moment to thank the sponsor of tonight's video, who have been an integral part in my night routine, which is Aura. Aura is an all-in-one app for all things wellness, mindfulness, and sleep. I personally use them every night for guided sleep meditations or yoga nidra, but they offer so much more. Setting up your account is super easy. Right from the start, Aura will start to learn what your needs are, and from that you get a very tailored to you selection of content to enjoy. What I personally really love about them is that you can choose your time lengths for the tracks that you want to listen to, or the language and accent of the guide. And if you've meditated before, you know how important it is to enjoy the voice of the person guiding you. I highly encourage you to give them a try, and to set you up, I have carefully curated a playlist with 30 tracks, my favorites, to get you started. The first 500 people who sign up using the link in the description box will get a free trial and 25% off. I think it's an amazing deal, and I am genuinely really excited for you guys to give them a try. Let me know when you do. Thank you, Aura, for your continuous support of my channel. It's so appreciated. I love you, and let's get back to the beginning of my evening, shall we? After dinner with my family, watching a bit of Netflix maybe, and usually a FaceTime call from my best friend, it's time to put away my devices and focus on my space. I function better in a clean space, so every night before I go to bed, I try to carve out time to declutter and make it cozy again. So, putting away any clothes, remaking my bed so it's ready and waiting for me to get in, turning off the big light and turning on all my cozy lamps. I think salt lamps and sunset lights add so much ambiance. I really love it. I have a few electric candles that I turn on, fairy lights, and some actual candles. I love a good scented candle. I always love the more autumnal scents, so my room will always smell like cinnamon or ginger, and I love it. We're really going for it, you know. And then for a perfect self-care spa-like evening, I want to be wearing something comfortable and cozy. So that could be fancy pajamas, or just one of my favorite hoodies or crew necks. Usually, I like to spend some time in my room after making it cozy like that, so maybe I will journal, read, or make some music. I this was kind of a recap of my January. So I had some nature and there were cats involved. I went through a hair journey, if you saw my vlog on my vlog channel about that. Some pictures with friends and just fun memories. So I really like opening my journal now and seeing my monthly page, my title page. So I'm a little bit late to making my February one. We're already at the end of March. So what I want to do tonight is grab my laptop, go through my camera roll, and see what pictures I want to add. I feel like because I only do a gratitude log and a habit tracker, it sometimes feels a little bit serious in my journal. And I don't even mind that it's more serious. I mean, I have fun, I joke to myself in my journal, whatever, but I just felt like it was lacking creativity, so I really enjoy doing this, and to have an analog, visual, you know, representation of my month has been so lovely. I mean, a big factor of why I didn't do this for a while is because we didn't have a good printer, so that made it all very difficult, but since we got a good printer, I'm very excited about all this. I think I mostly just want to add pictures of my friends because I did spend quite a lot of time with them, and it was Valentine's Day, so it'll probably be more love themed. So I'm going to go print those out and stuck them in my journal. I put my mic closer and my earplugs in so that I don't startle you with the snipping sounds. I love having a crafty activity at night. Something to occupy my mind with that isn't too intense. Because if there's one thing you should know about me, it's that I'm a thinker and a bit of an overthinker. And so I find being away from my screen as much as I can is best for my mental health. But so, especially at night, that's important to me. I'm not always the best at it. Like last night, I was on my phone till pretty late. I had a really busy day, and I wanted to watch a couple YouTube videos, and so I ended up doing that till late. And I just noticed that I have crazy dreams. I don't sleep as well as I normally do, you know? So, I know that this is better for me, yet I definitely don't do it every night. So if I say to myself, I'm having a spa night, I really try to put an effort into not being on my phone. Normally, I wouldn't be filming on a real self-care night, so let's be very clear, this is not a self-care night. Sometimes I see content creators take themselves on a getaway, but you have to remember movie magic and remember that they are working and just showing you what they are doing, and they are not truly, because if you're truly unplugging and unwinding, you're not going to be filming yourself from 16 different angles, you know what I mean? I used to watch YouTube videos and think that they were just chilling and I was witnessing that, and now that I do videos like this sometimes, or vlogs, I realize how intentional it is. I bet it's not that intentional for every content creator. I can't speak for everyone, of course, but it's quite a commitment and an effort to show what you're doing in your day-to-day and film it. It's two things at once. I went pretty tiny on my pictures, so I might just put these in my journal and then add backgrounds and stuff later, because I want to do that off camera and just for me, so. But I did cut up some photos. The one from my friends, us with the hats, a picture of my messy room because I had this feeling that I wanted to change everything around, and I spent a acoustic guitar. Maybe I'm working on my own songs and just writing, or I'm learning and playing covers of songs that I love. Usually more on the acoustic, folk side, because that is most relaxing to me. And of course, I love a hot cup of tea. This is my favorite time to drink tea. And usually I'll have a sleepy tea. And then when I feel myself getting sleepy, I head to the bathroom, take off my makeup with a cleanser, and apply a little clay mask. And this one smells like eucalyptus. I'm going to put some on. Not gonna lie, you're kind of blocking the mirror because you are attached to the mirror with the suction cup. I love the feeling of how this applies. It's so smooth, but then it will immediately turn a little bit, like it kind of turns dry as you put it on. But I love it. I try to do this mask twice a week, but honestly it usually ends up being once a week. So I really used to let myself get influenced into skincare, and now I'm going to see a professional, because if I get one more person telling me what to do with my skin, I'm gonna go crazy. So I just want to know how to take care of it. But you know, most of what you will see on your skin is a reflection of the inside. Safe to say I've been eating a lot of chocolate, and the weather has been so dry. Very excited about it being spring, because during the winter I usually have eczema. I know that putting on a clay mask doesn't help that, but it hasn't been that bad lately, so it's okay. I moisturize well. Maybe I should put some on you. My dirty fingers. Now I'm going to let this dry, entertain myself, and then I'm going to rinse it off in the shower. For a spa night self-care shower, I love to bring the sunset lamp into the bathroom and turn off the rest of the lights. I cannot recommend this enough, to bring some cozy light or candle into the bathroom for extra vibes. It completely shifts the energy in the room, I feel like, and I love it. I also like playing some spa music, and in the shower I have this lavender spray that was gifted to me by Moxie a couple months ago. I use it every time I shower. I spray it on the walls, and it's so incredibly relaxing. I love it. That, the lights, the music, the lavender scent, it's dreamy. I highly recommend trying something like that out. You don't need to go out and buy Moxie or a lamp or whatever. I think you can really DIY things like this, making sure it's all safe to use, okay? But highly recommend. Okay, that was phenomenal. Now for skincare at night, I'm just going to put on this Dead Sea moisturizer. I usually brush my teeth in the shower, or I'll do it after. Take out my contacts, put my glasses on, and head to bed. touches the pillow. I like to remind you that not every night looks like this, not by a long shot. Sometimes I end up scrolling till way too late because I just can't put my phone down, or I'm anxious, or I'm watching a movie instead of reading and journaling. Sometimes I can't bring myself to shower. Sometimes my bed is unmade for a bit too long, or I end up editing videos in bed until way too late. Like tonight when I'm recording this voiceover, it's definitely 10 p.m. Sometimes I prioritize things that aren't important at all. Nobody has a perfect routine, and nothing is linear about life, so it's very normal and okay for things to ebb and flow within that realm. But like I said, I do believe that there's magic in romanticizing life and carving out extra time to show up for ourselves in healthy ways. Though we may not be perfect, we're all doing the best we can, and that's all that matters. I hope that you're carving out time for yourself, prioritizing your health and well-being, and most of all, I hope that you find moments of relaxation. I hope this video provided that for you,